you look in the shuttle bay for the Hubble servicing mission, you'll see these 4 large structures we call carriers. And they carry all the space flight hardware, including the scientific instruments, the brand new ones, into space to service Hubble Space Telescope.
The carriers provide the structural support and the electrical support to ensure that the instruments and electronics that we are launching on the shuttle arrive there safely and securely.
1, booster ignition, and liftoff.
The loads that are exerted during liftoff, the static acceleration, the random from the acoustic noise, all of that stuff is bad for electronics. And one of the things we have to do is provide load isolation so that nothing breaks before it gets up to Hubble. We provide heaters to make sure nothing gets too cold. We don't want to get too hot either. We want to be just right when it's ready to go into Hubble.
Everything's assembled at Goddard, tested here at Goddard, and then shipped down in large shipping containers and various containers to Kennedy for integration into the payload bed.
For servicing mission 4, we'll be flying with 4 carriers. The one closest to the tail is the Mule. It's carrying contingency hardware. The next one going forward is the flight support system, which is our primary berthing platform for the Hubble.
And it's also carrying a new soft capture mechanism. It's basically a ring that'll attach to the bottom of the telescope for a future rendezvous and capture of the Space Telescope.
In front of that, we have the orbital replacement unit carrier, which has 2 instruments in it.
The ORUC is really the workhorse carrier. It is carrying both the cosmic origin spectrograph and the fine guidance sensor. It is also carrying the ACS repair hardware, the STIS repair hardware.
The new one is up front, and it's called the SLIC, the super lightweight interchangeable carrier.
The only way we could carry up everything we wanted to take up on the very last servicing mission to Hubble was to design a new carrier system that was lightweight. SLIC is the unsung hero of the SM4 carrier systems. It is what is enabling us to take the brand new Wide Field Camera 3 to orbit. If we didn't have SLIC, Wide Field Camera 3 would not be flying to Hubble.
SLIC is actually a new technology for our space support equipment.
The SLIC carrier is a composite carrier. It's made essentially of carbon fibers instead of metal.
And the nice thing about the graphite composite is you get a lot of strength for less weight. So you have greater payload carrying capability.
Because SLIC is the first carbon composite airframe to fly on the space shuttle, we had to do some really special things.
The SLIC structure had to go through a significant testing program to prove out that it'll survive the launch and landing stresses that it's going to see. The test involved putting the carrier into several different configurations and then pushing and pulling on it with these actuators, which are just rods that push and pull on it, to simulate the stresses or loads it's going to see when it's launching and when it's landing.
All of that made us a whole lot smarter and a whole lot more experienced in the world of composites. And we're now working with the people in the exploration program to help transfer that knowledge to them so they can benefit from it.